Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. This is one of my own works that I got. Oh, my mum contributed to this as well. She made the first original. She's better at what she does than she likes to think she is. She's more talented than she gives herself any praise. I actually think maybe copied paper would be suitable for this, or maybe copied paper, or maybe dot matrix. I'm going to make this bigger than 70.7. It's going to be it's going to still be a reduction on the horizontal. I'm going to make it 90 by 70.7. It's going to be stretched. Actually, you're going to make it a negative positive. I don't know how it's going to look. She made the actual original, which I elaborated on later. So gives her the thumbs up for this. Okay, what is this thing? It is a sketch made into a piece of photocopier art. I'm going to make this a bit bigger to get that close to the edge, so I think maybe a bit more enlarged, a smaller reduction on the vertical as well as the horizontal, so maybe we could make this 80%. But basically, yeah, my mum drew it. She did. I think she drew it off a photograph, and it looks really nice. But basically, I can't draw, folks. From what I know, I'm not like my mum. I can't draw. I didn't inherit the drawing gene of my mum, but she can draw. But she doesn't do it anymore. She's a bit unhappy with things. She gets depressed easily, and since my dad broke up with her, she's been really sad. But it goes beyond that. Even before my dad decided to separate and divorce from my mum, he was apparently having affairs, which really upset my mum. It put things on, it destabilised things, and that looks really quite nice. It looks hot. We'll just enlarge it a bit more on the horizontal, but basically it really depressed my mum that those other women were interfering with the relationship, and it really hurt her feelings, folks. It really did. I think maybe 100% for the horizontal, but basically, yeah, the relationship was never the same. I'm going to pull it up. I'm just wondering, maybe that does look a bit, don't know if I like it. I do and I don't. I'm just thinking. But yeah, my mum's more talented than she gives herself credit for. Indeed, folks. wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. It's going to be there. Maybe we can make it less, or leave it like that. But basically, I really feel sorry for my mum, that she really feels down in the dumps. She's so talented, you know, like much of her family lineage. And a lot of the time in her family, the talent just doesn't get recognised. Like my granddad on mum's side of the family was a genius, apparently, but he never got recognised. He never got any kudos for being a genius. He took it to the grave, which really hurts to think that someone with such talent has been unrecognised and has taken it to his grave instead of letting it flourish and letting it be shared with the world. He ended up just taking it to his death, and it's really sad to think that such talent never saw the world. It never got recognised, and that's something that could perhaps happen to me if I don't. Fortunately, I have social media to use to promote my stuff, so I don't think I'll be taking it to my grave, but I spent most of my life walking in that direction, taking my creativity to my grave. I'm just so grateful that I'm not in Granddad's shoes. Granddad died really, really young, too young. But he was brilliant, and he was poor. And that's another thing, poverty. The poorness of being a brilliant person. Mum loved him. He was apparently a very soft person, a very soft and loving kind of person. I do wonder if maybe I could do this differently, make a switcheroo. But basically, Granddad took it to his grave, and I'm just so sad for him, folks. I really am, that my Granddad never got the recognition that he deserved. So be careful, folks, you know, that you work on your talent while you're still alive, while you still got time. But just treat it like you don't have time, and just keep working on it and make the world a better place. Don't be like my poor Granddad. Poor in more ways than one, folks. Talented, but poor. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. I wonder if we're going to leave it like that, or if we're going to do a third switcheroo. That looks really quite interesting. I'm trying to think whether I should do a third switcheroo. I think we can call it quits.